Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997 back with another G.I. Joe The Rise of Cobra review. And this time it's going to be my Toys R Us exclusive Shipwreck from the Arctic Threat. Now, I actually didn't know this guy was out. I was in Toys R Us today, randomly stumbled across him in the Toys R Us exclusive Arctic dock. I knew this guy was coming out, I just didn't expect him anywhere near this soon. So of course he comes with his rocket launcher, of course Polly. What looks to be the Crimson Neo Viper spear, a rifle, a backpack, snowshoes, and his base. So get a good look at that guy in the packaging there. On to the back of the box. Of course it has the standard redesigned packaging, but down here where Hawk would usually be giving his little spiel, it has a little Arctic environment. This is Arctic Threat, and it says, ambushed by Cobra, the G.I. Joe team battles to defeat their attackers as Cobra unleashes new prototype vessels with advanced treads that traverse any terrain. Which is a fancy way for saying new HISS tanks. You can't really see there, but those are the HISS tanks in the background. And when are you coming out with those, Hasbro? I want a new HISS tank. Of course, over here says The Pursuit of Cobra. And Shipwreck's file card says, Shipwreck is the G.I. Joe team's expert on marine warfare both above and below the waves. He trained in advanced naval combat and demolitions. A true sailor with the sea in his blood, he and his parrot Polly prefer the open ocean to dry land. Real name Hector X Delgado. Grade Chief Petty Officer E7. Preferred weapon E20 selective fire fully automatic assault rifle with harpoon. He has a harpoon on his assault rifle. How awesome is that? So, Shipwreck looks awesome in packaging. Let's pull this bad boy out. And here we have Shipwreck out of packaging. So, where to start with this guy? Let's get a quick 360 of him. Of course, I have him on his base wearing his snowshoes, holding his spear. Can't really figure out why he would have this thing. I mean, what is he going to go whaling? And he's holding his rifle in pretty much the only pose he can get it in, seeing as his hands stop him from doing anything with a rifle. I don't think we've got this so far in the Rise of Cobra line. But, his hands are extremely disappointing because any slight force at all will cause the hands to pop straight off. Almost makes you wonder if these things were supposed to be detachable originally, because they certainly seem like it. This is a problem for both the hands, which means that putting anything in them can be a major problem, because they love to snap off, and that gets infuriating really fast. Besides that, you notice that he's not wearing his backpack. I can't get his backpack to go on. The tab on this is a very soft plastic, and because he's bulkier, he's got the kind of jacket over his backpack. I can't really get it to go on without the rear plastic tab kind of folding in on itself and not going. So that's really disappointing. That's kind of, nope, it's not on. So that's really disappointing. Of course, just like the Snow Serpent, his snowshoes, while they'll connect to his feet or connect to the base just fine, doing both at the same time gets really disappointing because they won't stay. And now we come, of course, to Polly. Normal Polly and Shipwreck worked just fine because Shipwreck's hands were small and he had a backpack. You could put Polly on the backpack, you could put Polly on his hand. It'd work. I mean, it would work. This Shipwreck's hands are bulkier because he's supposed to be wearing gloves, but he can't hold Polly. I can't find a pose at least where he's holding Polly. Well, I kind of got him on his thumb. Nope, never mind. This figure's a barrel of disappointments. The only way I can think of is if you had the pole out like this and Polly perched on the pole. If that would work even. Actually no, it looks like the pole's not wide enough to hold Polly. I don't think. Yeah, Polly's not going on this pole. So Polly's particularly pointless. I don't remember if I did his oversized missile launcher or not. Of course, boom. It's got a rope attached. It apparently snagged something. So it's easier to talk about the bad things than it is the good, but the good. Well, the detail on this guy is surprisingly nice. Of course, you got the Shipwreck on there, and you've got the dusting of snow on his cap, and all his accessories kind of look like they've been through a snowstorm, even Polly's wings. So it's definitely not lacking on detail. The look of these guys has really grown on me. But overall, this is a really disappointing figure. I mean, did they not realize how many problems this guy had when he was coming out? The backpack can't stay on, which is really just... I don't see how you miss something that major with a tab like this. Can't hold poly. You could have given him a different backpack with the ability to hold poly on there. Not hard. Snowshoes should have been fixed by now. And I really don't understand why he had the spear. So this figure is just a big letdown. I'd go 6 out of 10, and that's only because I'm feeling particularly gracious. And this is JTrain997. I'd avoid this guy if I were you. You can find him at Toys R Us. He'll run you $8, which is probably the most expensive you'll find standard Joes right now. There are better Joes out there, honestly. And I'll see you soon, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. Sorry for the tack on here. I actually did manage to finally get him in a pose where he's holding poly. I actually kind of have his hand turned out, like he has his palm out grasping him. That actually is a pretty cool way to hold poly. So, I admit my mistakes. I was wrong. He can hold poly, just kind of at a weird angle. And he does look decent once he's posed, but he still has a lot of problems, so I don't know. It's really up to you guys, as it always is when you come to buying your own figures. He's still a weaker Joe, in my opinion. He does look cool once he's posed, but he's still got a lot of problems. This is JTrain997 saying I'll see you soon, YouTube.